A sundown town is basically any town that is primarily all white. The town prohibits black residents from living there. This began in 1890 to 1954 as thousands of independent communities across the United States drove out their black populations or took steps to forbid the blacks from living there. Sometimes the town would have place cards, like one that was written in a town in Wisconsin that said, "Nigger, don't let the sun go down on you in our town." By 1970, there were 10,000 sundown towns that existed in the United States. Since 1968 and the Fair Housing Act, no town openly states that it is all white on purpose, but discrimination still occurs underground. Many communities remain all white today and remain sundown towns. We researched the town Howell, New Jersey. Howell Township is located in Monmouth County. It is one of the southernmost townships of the county. The township borders Colts Neck, Farmingdale, Freehold, and Wall Township in Monmouth County, and Brick, Jackson, and Lakewood Township in Ocean County. It's a primarily rural and suburban area. The Manasquan River flows southeasterly through the township. The Manasquan Reservoir offers nature and exercise-related activities. The Alfred C. Sewer Park at Echo Lake offers a dock for fishing and kayaking. There are 2 railroads that pass through the town, as well as many farms. The Howell Township Public Schools serve students in pre-kindergarten through 8th grade. There are about 6,000 students and 500 classroom teachers. Students in 9th through 12th grade attend either Howell High School, Freehold Township High School, or Colts Neck High School as part of the Freehold Regional High School District. And now to talk about some history of Howell, New Jersey. Howell, New Jersey was named after Richard Howell, the 3rd governor of New Jersey. Howell was formed from territory taken from Shrewsbury Township under the Act of Assembly passed on February 23, 1801. Howell was formed from Wall, Lakewood, Brick, and all the boroughs along the Atlantic Ocean from Barnegat Light to the Shark River Inlet at Belmar. Howell Township is still the largest area of any township in Monmouth County, with an area of 61.209 square miles. Howell is home of one of the earliest Methodist church organizations. Howell has a rich history of Indian settlement, including the Paleo Indians. The Manasquan Paleo Indian site, located within Howell Township, south of Squanium Yellow Brick Road, is one of the oldest settlement areas in eastern North America.
In our research to see if Howell was a sundown town, we first looked at the census data found at census.gov to see the amount of whites and blacks living in that town during a certain time period. Due to a lack of data on the census site for 1910, we were only able to find the total population, which was 2,703. For the year 1920, we also had difficulty locating the population data. We were able to find the total population for the nearby town, Freehold Township. The total population in Freehold in 1920 was 4,768. For the year 1930, the total population was 3,146. Looking at Freehold racial data, we can draw the conclusion that more whites lived in this area than blacks. For the year 1940, we were able to find more data. This data shows more whites lived in Howell than blacks did. For the year 1950, we used the nearby town Lakewood data to draw the conclusion that there was an increase in blacks living in this area from the previous years. In the year 1960, we were able to find the breakdown of white households versus the non-white households.
For 1970, we were only able to find the total population for Howell, but we have nearby Lakewood population for white and blacks, along with total white and non-white households. For 1980, we were able to find the total population of Howell and the white and black population. For 1990, we noticed that the white and black population has increased. For the year 2000, we specifically were able to find the number of white housing units and black housing units. For 2010, we noticed that the number of white and black housing units increased.
Looking at the census data, we found more whites than blacks in Howell, but it doesn't mean it's a sundown town.
We also looked at the historical events that happened in Howell. We found an existence of the KKK in Howell and in nearby towns, but this does not mean that Howell is a sundown town. We also explored the Asbury Park Press archives, where we did not find any reports of racism or segregation existing in this town.
We also talked to Pauline Smith, a 74-year-old woman from the Howell Historical Society, who says that she doesn't think there was any segregation or discrimination at that time with housing or anything against blacks. When mentioning the concept of a sundown town or any other restricting housing policies against black, she said absolutely not. In fact, she knew many people in town who were black, including some of the most respected town members.
So, was Howell, New Jersey a sundown town? No, we don't believe Howell to have been a sundown town because there are no reflection in the census data or history of racism or segregation.